These things take our fears and twist them.
For you two, how is it blindfold acting? Is it just really easy to get into that zone of you literally can't see anything?
Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge, but we could see a little bit. Do you know what? Honestly, sometimes it was kind of nice because there were some scenes that I had which were like emotional, or you would expect someone to be crying, and I was like, put my blindfold on, no one knows if I'm crying or not. So maybe it gave me an excuse not to push tears out of my eyes all the time.
You move differently. So when you're not seeing, you're like more aware of the space, of everything. So yeah, acting without seeing it was kind of different.
Diego, I wanted to ask, obviously Octavio spends the film wearing this Just Eat jacket. So did you create your own backstory as to how like he ended up in this situation, what he was delivering at the time, any of that kind of stuff?
I mean, he said it, no, in the movie, like he's waiting for his degree and he's delivering food in the midtime and then the apocalypse. That luck, I guess.
And Georgina, you had obviously huge success last year with Barbarian, also in this kind of horror genre. So did you take any lesson from working on that into this kind of similarly high intensity filming process?
No, I think they were completely different films, completely different styles. I think actually I did end up doing them quite closely together, I think, when I was filming them. But no, very different characters, very different styles.
What I love about this is it carries on that Birdbox thing where you don't see the monsters, like you're left to your own imagination. So for you two, did you come up with something in your head of what you were reacting to?
Yeah, I think like he's hearing all the racist stuff people has been telling, no, to him, like as a Mexican living in Spain. So yeah, I think that's his biggest fear, like don't belong.
Yeah, and Georgina, for you?
Yeah, I think it's much more about the sound. She's hearing her brother Jojo. She's feeling these, that she left him when he was at his lowest. And obviously we have blindfolds on, so I didn't really have to think about what they look like.
We won't go into spoilers, but there's a moment that happens about 20 minutes into this which completely changes the film you think you're watching. So Georgina, first, I wanted to get your reaction when you read that in the script, because I feel it marks it out from what the first film was doing. It's not just a retread.
Well, I don't think I remember. And when you get sent scripts, they usually give you a little synopsis. So usually you actually know what's kind of coming. But I do remember, I saw it with my mum a couple of weeks ago or a week ago, because we got a screener. And my mum, her reaction, she just like lost her mind. She couldn't believe it. She was so confused and then upset and then excited because it was like this, opens the film up in a completely different way. So it was fun watching it through her eyes and seeing her go on that journey.
Yeah. And Diego, for you?
Well, I don't remember either, but I want to see my mom's reaction now. Yeah, I will love that.
With this film, obviously, Birdbox was a massive success on Netflix at the time. So what are you hoping that fans get from this when they get to watch it when it comes out in a few weeks' time?
I hope they get like hooked, and this is just the beginning of a longer story. I hope there were like more stories in the Birdbox universe.